Alright everybody, here we are. This is a 2010 Toyota 4Runner. It has right over like 173,000 miles on it. So it's a Toyota, so it's in its prime. Today we're going to be changing the oil and the oil filter, and I'm going to take you guys step by step on how to do that. Alright everybody, this particular vehicle takes 5W30 full synthetic. We just got the Napa brand. That's what we're running in right now. And it has a cartridge filter, and it comes with seals, and like you can drain the filter with that little plug right there. And let me show you the special tool you need to change the filter of these things. Little tool. You can really pick this up at any auto parts store, or I'm pretty sure they sell them at some Walmarts will have them. Just really anywhere you can pretty much find them. It's a Lexus and a Toyota tool. As you can see, the filters for Lexus and Toyota too, but you have to have that tool to get the cartridge like holder off. So the first time I ever tried to go and change oil in this vehicle, I didn't have it, so I had to like pack everything back up and go buy one of these just to finish changing it. So that was a pretty big deal. So make sure you have that tool. So here are the tools you will need to do this oil change. Oh yeah, don't forget that you'll have to jack it up somehow. So I got these ramps right here. Got these from, you can get them at Home Depot or at Walmart or something like that. Or you could use jack and jack stands. This is a lot easier, so invest in them. But here's the tools. You'll just need a 3/8 ratchet right here. You'll need an extension, a 12mm, and a 14mm. The impact is optional, but you gotta remove this skid plate right here to get to the oil filter. So it's a lot easier with the impact. So let's get started. Oh yeah, and you're gonna need your drain pan and a funnel just for putting in the oil. You're gonna drain the oil first. So what you need to do first is get up here and open your oil lid so that it drains better, like it gets airflow, and it'll drain a lot faster and a lot easier. So that's a good idea to do that. Alright, get your funnel laid to the side and put your drain pan under the car. See, there is the drain plug right there. And this is one bolt, and this is the other bolt you'll need to remove to get the skid plate down to remove the filter. So what you do is you open the little plug, and we're gonna undo this and let our oil drain. And by the way, that the oil drain plug is a 14mm. Alright, so oil has been pretty much all the way drained. It was pretty quick, but oil's drained. It's not too bad. It's actually really good oil still, but it needed a change. So yeah. Also, I had to use the extension for the ratchet to get the bolt out. Alright, so now we're going to remove the skid plate to get to the filter. So what I like to do is just push this back as far as it'll go to where the stream doesn't still get on the ground. And we're going to get our 12mm and our impact. You could use your ratchet too, your extension on it. And what we're going to do is, if I can find a good spot for this, I don't know if you can see, but I'm gonna put this. I did this last time, and I don't really make these too tight, just so I can get them out easier next time. And there you go, it just swings down. Be careful, there's a lot of dirt on it, so you might get stuff in your eyes. Safety glasses are a good idea. I don't have any, so I'm not going to use them. Alright, let me show you where the filter is. The filter is that right there. And what you do is you put a ratchet on this right here, and then put that little drain plug in. And what's really annoying about this car is it gets all over the skid plate, and so you have to have a big drain pan. I have another one that I'm going to use for the oil filter, because it does get a lot everywhere. So you put your ratchet on this, and then you get your special drain plug thing and you put it in there, wait till it drains, and then you use a big special tool to get this off, and then you could replace that cartridge, which I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so I got the little plug into the filter right there. See, as you can see, it turned black from the oil. What I like to do is push it in, like the bottom of it where the oil comes out in with your thumb, because if you don't, it'll start spewing out of the nozzle and it'll get all over you. So put your finger over it and push it on as hard as you can until it snaps in, and then once all the oil drains out of it, you'll be able to remove the cartridge holder. And I'm gonna get our 3/8 ratchet with the cartridge holder ready, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. We have our tool ready, and we're gonna continue waiting for this to drain. That's all the oil that would have been all over you if they didn't make that little plug. So it's a pretty good idea on Toyota's part. And yeah. Another thing I'd like to point out is the drain plug. I mean, I did clean that off a little bit, but when I first cleaned that off, there was nothing on it. Not a single shard of metal on this whole bolt. I mean, that's a pretty big testament to a Toyota. I mean, this thing has almost 175,000 miles on it, and it's just a good vehicle. Alright, so this little cartridge thing that we removed with this, it's a pain in the butt. I'm just gonna tell you right now, this thing is not easy to get out. That was from a long time ago. Remember when I said I didn't have the tool? Yeah, that was that from. But I probably should buy a new one of these sooner or later, just because of the fact that I hope it doesn't strip out one day and not be able to get it out. But I would advise you, these are super hard to get out, so if you're not real strong, you're gonna be fighting with it for a while. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys what to do, how to put this back together, and what seals to put back on, and then we'll put the oil in and we'll be done. All right, guys, so what you need to do first, you get these two seals that come with the filter. So what you need to do, it's kind of hard to do it with one hand, is take this seal off. Right, there we go, we got it off. So that comes off. I'm gonna put some oil on my hands just with this seal. Grab the other seal, just make sure it's real lubed up. I got some more oil right here. Just make sure it's all wet, because you don't want it dry and cracking or anything. So slide that back on the filter housing, or whatever you want to call it, cartridge housing. That should slip on pretty easy. There you go, it's on. All right, and then you clean off the bottom side of it. Oh man, there's oil coming out of it. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but that little drain plug we took out, you gotta get this. And then there's another filter that comes with it. I got enough oil all over my hands that I'm just gonna use the oil on my hands to clean that all up. And again, I don't know if you can see, but what I'm doing is I'm just gonna put the gasket right here and put the drain plug back on. And I'll tighten that back up when I put it back in the car. So that's pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is get the new filter. And I'm pretty sure that's not directional. I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same, actually. Yeah, it's not directional. So you just put it on until it snaps. And there'll be a little bit of play in it. So don't be worried, there's a spring in there. So yeah, there's your filter assembly put together, and I'm about to put it back on. I'm also going to fill this up with oil so that the motor doesn't run dry for any amount of anything. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm not gonna film it because my hands have way too much oil on it. And I'll show you guys us putting the oil back in. On right here, there it is, right there. Make sure you snug up the little drain bolt, and then just snug up the cartridge thing. It doesn't have to be like so tight that nobody in the world could ever get it off again, but just snug it up, make sure it's not leaking anywhere or anything. And don't forget, some people actually forget to do this sometimes. But don't forget to put the drain bolt back in. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then we'll start filling it back up. Alright guys, so this particular car takes 6.6 quarts. So we bought 7 bottles. So right now, this is the one I kind of filled up the filter with. So we're going to grab our funnel. Oops, I just grabbed the thing. So grab the funnel. It's a pretty good spot to fill it up. And just fill it up. So I'll get back to you guys when the thing is full. Guys, I just checked the dipstick, and we're right above the recommended mark. So I got the perfect amount of oil in it. We're gonna put the cap back on, and that pretty much concludes the oil change. But real quick, I'm gonna do something to this car real quick. I'm gonna put it right back, but just to see something. Guys, this is what I did to the car. I unbolted the exhaust. Well, that concludes this oil change and the exhaust. So yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool, but I'm about to put it back. Also, I got my inspiration from my vehicle. This is my mom's, so this is mine. I'll probably end up doing a oil change on this. Most of you have probably already seen this, but this one's definitely a lot louder. But yeah, probably just trying to fill a little bit of time in this video to make it a little longer. But yeah, this is the Blazer, and that's the 4Runner. I'll do a oil change on this pretty soon. But yeah, there's both the vehicles.